Today we're staying at Haven Devon Cliffs resort here in East Devon. We'll show you around the accommodation that we've chosen to stay in, as well as around the resort itself, and see if it's a resort that you'd like to come to for a holiday in 2024 or beyond. We're staying here at number 2 Ocean Heights in a signature diamond sea view lodge. So let's take you inside and then we'll show you around. Go down these steps, and as you come down, the view all opens out to this absolutely fantastic view overlooking Sandy Bay. I'll show you more about that in a moment, but let's take you inside this lodge. So here's Kev, just putting the shopping away.
Hello.
And so we're here in Devon Cliffs, in just outside Exmouth, basically in South Devon, or East Devon. I keep saying South Devon, it's actually East Devon. So sorry if you're from East Devon and I keep calling it South Devon. But so we'll show you around the lodge properly, and had a quick look around already, and on the whole it looks really good. A few bits you can tell it's sadly been damaged in places from previous guests, but this looks like it's someone's pride and joy, and it's a shame to see it when you see bits that have been damaged. But anyway, we'll look around it. It's really impressive. So let's start with the kitchen as we come in. So it's a nice kitchen. I think this place sleeps about 6 people, possibly 2 more in the living room, but we've got 5 of us here. So here then you've got the kitchen sink, you've got the taps there. Not overly that clean, in all fairness, by the cleaning staff that they use here at Haven at Devon Cliffs. But yeah, it looks really good for what we want to use it for this 3-night break in June. So there you go, you've got all your teas and coffees, a Smeg kettle. It's all done to a really high standard. And like I say, this is obviously someone's pride and joy here, this lodge that they've got. So lots of things in the cupboards, apart from the first one I'll show you, but that's underneath the sink. And then under here you've got a small selection of sort of plates to use, some more bits there, some frying pans down the bottom there. So if you've never been on a Haven holiday, then we'll show you around some of the activities here that you can do, and the arcades, that sort of thing, and entertainment venues, and see for yourself. But if you've not been to a Haven site before, it is worth considering for a family holiday. Really keeps you entertained. So there's the hob. Then you've got some more drawers down here with your usual sort of knives and forks and pretty much everything that you need to cook for on a self-catering holiday. Sometimes we will be eating out, but it's nice to know that you can eat in if you need to. And then in this next cupboard, looks like we've got some trays back there, and then looks like a deep fat fry or something, and you've got a cheese grater. And then round to this side, you've got your washing machine, quite often washer dryer, but even if it's just a washing machine, means you can get your things washed and put outside. And then as we came in, on the right hand side, that's where you've got your double oven units, and also, best bit about it, the wine cooler at the bottom there. So that's me happy. So that's the kitchen area. One bit that I did miss, just to the side of the sink, you've got yourself an integrated dishwasher, so that's good. Don't always want to be doing the washing up whilst you're away on holiday. Then we've got the fridge, and then beneath the fridge, then you've got a freezer, decent sized freezer as well. So if you're here for a week, you can quite easily do a week's shopping at the nearby Tesco's, and you have everything that you need. So that's the kitchen then. Got the hob there and some nice lights as well. Also throughout, if we look up at the ceiling, there's some Velux windows. And then on the wall somewhere, I've seen one, here we go, you've got a little controller for it, so you can turn it on somehow, I'll do that in a bit, and you can set it to open the windows and things like that. So into the living room then, and this one looks like the catering for children, which is fantastic. So we've got a 2-year-old with us this weekend. Some Lego there, and some board games. So the owners of this particular lodge have really gone to the effort of making sure the whole family is catered for. And then round here you've got some like bar stools at the breakfast counter. Nice curtains and net curtains there as well, just for a bit of added privacy. If it's a look through there, you'll see that it's just like rows and rows and rows of caravans further down the valley there. And then we've got the dining table that seats 5 people. And like I say, you've got your 4 chairs at the kitchen countertop as well. So plenty of room. I've got the towels in this particular package that we went for with Haven. We paid, I think it was £20 extra to rent hire towels off them. You can obviously bring your own, but we're pretty much used to going to like hotels where you don't even have to think about taking towels or anything like that. So we just thought, you know what, just hire them for this occasion, and saves washing them when you get home. And that's a stunning view looking out over Sandy Bay here at this holiday site by Haven, just outside Exmouth, as I say. And then more caravans just down there. And you've got the decking. We'll take you outside onto the decking shortly and show you the outside furniture. Down here then is a cupboard unit and surround sound speakers for the TV. As I say, it's all done really well. And then in this cupboard, some more games down there at the bottom, and some other pieces there of and mats for the table. Literally all sorts. So yeah, some more glasses down there, and some reading books, and some other little decorations there. Get the impression these are probably part of the owner's things, just put there out of the way, and chances are they'll let this out just to help cover some of the site fees at these sort of places. So this is the living room, all done really nice. Absolutely love the colour scheme as well, in these dark greys and sort of charcoal colours, and 2 coffee tables, and plenty of seating here as well, and that nice corner sofa just down there. We'll tell you at the end of the video as well how much we paid for this 3-night break here at Devon Cliffs. But this is clearly someone's pride and joy holiday home, and they've decided to let it out, usually to cover some of the costs, like I say, for the site fees. So we'll certainly be looking after it. So that's the living room. Let's go and check out the bedrooms and see what they're like, and then we'll finish off by showing you outside at what views we've got here. So down the hallway then, and it just goes to show they've got plenty of lights here, all these different light switches. It'll take us ages switching off all these lights tonight before going to bed. So then here's the hallway then, takes you down here. You've got a room thermostat there for the colder months for the central heating. And then this first room that we're going to on the left hand side, you've got 2 twin beds which are currently put together to make pretty much a double bed. And as we look across there, you've got a side table with a drawer, nice little light there, lighthouse light, blinds already down on one of the windows. But yeah, really nice finish to the place. And then there's got looks like a mirror in this light, but television above the mirror. So when you're lying in bed, you can lie there and watch TV. And then there's a nice dressing table. All dressed really nice with the little bits and pieces. And what looks like seagulls, is it, I think, on the light. Really good. And then you've got your wardrobes just here in the corner. Let's see what you're provided with in here. So you've kind of got like a little mini ironing board thing there, which looks great. So you've got the legs that pull out, and then you put that potentially on a countertop to do ironing, or on top of the main ironing board, which is just there. So you've got your ironing board provided. I'm guessing there's an iron probably in the kitchen somewhere. More spare bedding just there as well. A selection of coat hangers from all different walks of life and different sizes and all sorts of things. Just there's some children's ones as well. Then as we come round, we've got this large sort of floor to ceiling mirror, or ceiling to floor mirror in this case, and then another bedside unit with remote control for the TV, some ornaments, and yeah, all done really well. Even in here, it looks like you've got surround sound for the television, so you've got speakers there at the sides as well, and at the other side. And then we've got a door just over here, so I'm assuming that's the ensuite for this particular bedroom. So we'll go in there and take a look. So check out the sink, really finished to a really high standard. So Yeah, it feels like some sort of stone sort of sink or something like that. And then you've got your soap dispensers and your tap, somewhere to put your toothbrushes. Cleanliness sort of wise, it's not necessarily the best sort of cleaning. You can see all the watermarks on, I don't know if you can make them out, on that toothbrush holder and things like that. So yeah, and the towel radiator's got lots of different stains and marks on there. But on the whole it looks all right, but attention to detail on the cleaning isn't necessarily perfect. But the actual lodge itself is absolutely fantastic. So there's your shower cubicle for this ensuite. And then behind the door, you've got your toilet just there. Again, it is self-catering, and they don't even provide toilet rolls, so you need to bring your toilet rolls from home or from the supermarket. It would be nice if at least one was provided to get you started for each bathroom, but no, we're going to have to nip out and get some more. Again, when you're used to staying in hotels, it's not really something that you think of to take toilet rolls with you. It's kind of like a basic thing that you kind of expect to be there, but not a huge issue. We can go and buy some. So in this room then, this is pretty cool, especially if you've got children here and ones that are old enough to sleep in a bed. You've got bunk beds. Quite a cool room. So you've got the one just down there next to the window, and then above it you've got this one going at a different angle. And you can just imagine kids would absolutely love being up there. So yeah, that's the twin bedroom. They've also got a television just there as well. And underneath here, they've actually got a desk. So they can actually sit there and do some work if they're a bit older, and or if it's an adult and they've got some work to do whilst they're away for a week, then you can do all that in this twin bedroom. So really good. And then opposite here then, we have a little cloakroom toilet. Got the toilet there and the sink and the towel radiator just there, and then nice big mirrors. Loving the pictures on the wall there as well from some of the local areas. Budleigh, Salterton there, Sidmouth and Bale. So let's carry on with the tour then. We have one more bedroom to go into, and this is the master bedroom. So as you come in then, you've got this nice big bed. You've got the bedside units to each side of it, as well as a window to each side. And you've got another window there. And then the strange thing, you've got this unit here that, if you've not seen them before, basically when it's like this is a cutout, and the TV usually will be inside there. And then when you want to watch TV, you press the button on the remote, or a separate remote for the unit, and your TV would rise up. So you can be lying there in bed watching television. Here though, you've got a small TV. I don't know if it's just not used or it gets broken too much or something like that, but no, you've got yourself a little small TV just sat there on the top of it. And then you've got the cables just hanging down the back. It's a real shame. It's a shame it's not in use for its intended purpose, because that would have been absolutely amazing. But again, we're not really here to watch TV. We're here to have a family holiday. But yeah, you can imagine if you're here in the winter, it'd be nice to lie in bed and watch a nice big TV just there. And then round here to this side, you've got a nice dressing table and chair just there. Like I say, all finished really, really well. And then on this side, you've got another Velux window in the ceiling. And then this is your ensuite bathroom. Check this out. So you've got a large bathtub, and then you've got another of these fantastic sinks. I don't know if this is actually damaged, the actual plug, or if it's just not been cleaned. Maybe it's toothpaste on it or something like that. But the one in the other room was really shiny. The one in this room either looks dirty or damaged, and there's other sort of marks of it as well. So yeah, really nice lodge, as I've already said, but the cleaning kind of leaves a little bit to be desired. Again, the same on this tower rail. You can see sort of watermarks where they've maybe wiped it down, but then not dried it off properly like you'd normally have in other places. But yeah, that's so far the only negatives I can see is that the cleaning by the contractors or Haven or whoever does it for the lodge owner hasn't been done that well. And then you've got this big bathtub just there. And then to the side, you've got the shower. Again, if you look at this shower window, you can see all the watermarks there that usually with a bit of a spray and a wipe, that could be, you know, made to look really clean. But again, that's not been done properly. Again, we can still use the shower, so it's not the end of the world. And in the shower, you've got the shower rain head, and then the attachment just there. And then your controls down there. Again, they've not been cleaned either, but yeah, and also the plug thing where the water drains down there, that's all got the watermarks on still and not been cleaned. So that's the ensuite. One last bit in this one is you've got your little toilet here, just there as well, and more pictures. So really good lodge. As I say, we're at the Haven Devon Cliffs site here in East Devon. We're going to be heading out over the course of the weekend. We've also got the rest of the family joining us later on as well. So we'll show you around some of the things that we can do here at Haven. We'll be eating out here as well sometimes. So we'll show you what the food's like as well. And just to point out here, this is what I was talking about right at the start. So this is one of the controllers for the Velux windows. But unfortunately, it looks like someone's actually broken it, and it's like a cracked sort of window effect on it. So yeah, real shame. And sometimes you just think, I hope they don't think we've done it. But no, literally just got here. But yeah, overall, fantastic lodge. I'd be really pleased to call it my own if it was mine. So yeah, someone's done really well and really taken care of setting it all up. And then we've got these fantastic views out here that we said we'd finish with for this moment. So out here then, see if we can open the doors. We might need to come back to this. Right. So maybe need a key first. So let's take it around the other side, through the side door, and then we will show you what the view's like from the decking and the sort of furniture that you get out there. So this door's far more easier. So there we go, out the side door. And then check out this view that you've got here. Here's your outdoor furniture. So you've got outdoor furniture here for probably about 4 people. There you go. And then look at that view out there. So that's looking out over the campsite here and also Sandy Bay. So stay with us. We're going to take you out around the site, show you what there is to do, what the food's like, and ultimately we'll finish the video towards the end, telling you what our thoughts are on Haven's Devon Cliffs Resort. We finished the day with a meal at the on-site South Beach Cafe. We were so busy chatting though that we forgot to take photos of the rest of the food that we had. The next day we left the resort and drove all of 30 seconds to the World of Country Life. It's located right next to the entrance of Haven Devon Cliffs. They have a range of outdoor and indoor activities, bouncy castles, air pillows, farm animals, as well as exhibitions of cars and other items from years gone by. We spent a good few hours there and we could highly recommend it. So what did we actually think to our signature Diamond Sea View Lodge at Haven? Well, the views were great, and overall the lodge was good, albeit a little tired and neglected in places. The cleaning was sadly not great, as you can see from the pictures. Haven does invite feedback via their app after you've checked in, so we did report the issues, and to be fair to Haven, they did come out and finish the missed cleaning areas within 20 minutes of reporting it. We paid £1,245 for a Friday to Monday 3-night break in a signature Diamond Sea View Lodge. It is worth noting, however, that it's amongst the most expensive accommodation types that Haven do, There are lots of other cheaper alternatives available on their website, so please don't let that put you off. If you've enjoyed this video, please do show your support by giving it a thumbs up. To see more holiday review videos from Jamie and Kev Go Travelling, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and we have also lots of other videos on our channel for you to see, including these suggestions that you can see on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.